I don't know, but I've been told uranium ore's worth more than gold. Sold my cad, I bought me a Jeep. I got that bug and I can't sleep. Uranium fever has gone and got me down. Uranium fever is spreading all around. With a Geiger counter in my hand,
I'm going out to stake me some government land.
uranium fever has gone and got me down. Well, I had a talk with the AEC and they brought out some maps that looked good to me. And one showed me a spot he said he knowed, so I straddled my Jeep and headed down the road. I reckon I drove about 100 miles down a bumpy road out through the wilds, when all of a sudden I bounced a stop.
Alright, so this is my first time making a video in about 4 or 5 years, maybe 6 years. The last time I made a video, I lived in Zurich, which was in 2000 and I don't know. It doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is clean this glass stovetop first. I've already removed the racks from the oven because I need to clean the oven as well. And what I use on my stovetop is this stuff. It's called Jif here, I guess. And it's a cream, and it works really well for cleaning anything. You can clean toilets, stovetops, sinks, but I just use it on my stovetop because I have a million other things that I use for different things around the house. And sorry for the way I sound because I've been sick. The whole household has been sick. Anyways, I've already wiped the stove down from crumbs and stuff. So let's go ahead and let me try to do this. Now you only need, I usually use, yeah, okay, make sure they're all cool. Only use about a little bit. Now that's kind of too much. Because I'm just going to use an ordinary wet dish rag that I use for my dishes. That needs to be replaced anyways. Lost my train of thought because my son's... Hey! Get out of there.
Why?
Because you don't belong over there.
Why?
Okay, I need to just... It's just mainly just going... I go in circles. Some people go whoosh, 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 back and forth. But I found it easier just for me to go ahead and go in these concentric circles or whatever. Do not play in the oven. I am not... Yeah, do not play in the oven. And it's just being wiped down like this. And I'm going to just rinse the rag and do it again. And it makes the stove nice and shiny, and I got a baby head there. I hope that can be edited out. You're gonna have to edit that out. This creature snuck up on me. I don't know if you can edit. And yes, my kitchen is a bit of a mess because we just had breakfast and I had to empty the oven. And like all people, I have a oven that I keep stuff in. So yeah, this is just gonna dry, and then it's gonna be streak free and shiny. Okay, and then if I want, if I really want, I can dry it off with a thingamajig. Sorry for the way I look. I look like a regular mom. I didn't put my hair thing up. Because the kids are just... Okay, I'm going to set this down and then just wipe it up. Okay, you're going to see my window for a second there while I get this tissue off. I just use regular paper towels because it's just easier for me. And this will leave... Now when I dry it, I go just straight back and forth. Just straight across. And once it is completely dry, it leaves a streak-free shine. Now, I got this oven stove top thingy used. So, there are some minor damages and minor scratches. I don't know if you can really see them. That will stay there no matter how hard I work it. It's not the chemical's fault. It's not mine. It's just how it works. So now I need to clean the oven. Alright, for my next thing, it is time to clean the oven. This is something I use. It is a British thing. It is non-caustic, no fumes. It's safe on skin and removes the grease, which is good for me. I put it in a old soap bottle because it's easier for me to use, and there wasn't enough in the bottle to use the spray nozzle. This is easier for me simply because I have asthma, and the other ones, you know how they spray out fumes. The other ones, they go ahead and make me cough and choke and completely make me miserable, and I have to wear gloves. And I hate things on my hands. So I go ahead and just use this. It's about... Oh, it's expensive here. But I'd say it's worth it. So I'm gonna go ahead and... It's open? Okay. Little bubbles came out. And go ahead and just apply liberally. And it is just a regular liquid. And unfortunately, I don't have an oven light for you to be able to see what I do. But it also generates the fan, which probably makes sound too much for the video. So we're gonna go ahead and just clean that out. And I'll turn off that so I can talk. And you know what? There is minor scrubbing to this. I usually just spread it around and, you know, just let it sit for a few seconds and then dry it up. There's not really all that much scrubbing that goes into it. So that's what I like about it. Let me reach up and get my little brushy thing. I like to use this just because it's safe to use, and I'm not really using that much pressure. So it's easy to do. As I mentioned before, there are things that are stuck to this oven simply from the owner before. This was not a brand new oven. We got it second hand, and for about $200 American. And I've been pleased with it. It works for me and what I need. There is not a lot of baked on grease, because I do not bake a lot of things that are greasy, because I don't like greasy things. I find it just slimy and icky. Anyways, and I often clean in here. So see, these things have come up, and there are little things that are just plastered on from the previous owner. But this is about it. And see, we can't see smell, but there's hardly any smell. And it just smells like lemon. So that is how I clean my oven and my stove. It's pretty much it. And the stove is shiny. You can see from here that the stove is shiny. And yes, my counters are a mess because I did go ahead and clean out my oven completely. So that is on how to clean an oven and the products I use in Dubai. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to clean my washer. And excuse the child singing behind me because he loves to sing. Okay, so it's going to be simple and easy. I clean my washer at least once a week, simply because I have so much stuff running through there, and, you know, I have this thing where I'm worried about bleach on colors. Sometimes I use bleach on my clothes, like for the whites, or when I wash my mop heads. So I worry about the bleach getting in the clothes, even though it's possible it doesn't. I worry about it. So I want to clean the soap grime off of the door of the washer. So I simply use Mr. Muscle, which is just I guess the brand for here. for Windex, or maybe, I don't know. It says Johnson Company, so I guess it's American. But I've never heard of it until I moved here. Could have been around forever. So I'm just going to clean the grime off of my window here. And just spray it on, wipe it off. No, just spray, spray, spray. I also use this on my glass shower. And it works really well. It's just glass cleaner. So it just cleans all the glass off and all the grime. And okay, since this is gonna be nice and shiny now, and I wipe it before it gets to the floor. I'm sorry about my door, it's so stupid. I hate that door. And then I just go ahead and clean on the inside. I cleaned on the inside, so now I'm gonna clean the outside. I don't know how much of this you can see with that laundry light shining. One of my kids is sitting down watching Godzilla, old Godzilla movies. And the other one, he's walking around the house singing. So I basically just use it like this to clean everything. And clean all the ickiness from around my washer. Just all the stuff that cleans. Now I'm using this rag, but you can just go ahead and use paper towels. Paper towels or newspaper works really well to clean off Windex, and it doesn't leave streaks. I prefer newspapers, but my newspapers are up there somewhere, tucked away. Now that the glass is clean, here we're going to use our infamous Clorox wipes. Brought to you by Miss Davis, because she just uses these all the time, and I started using them after I got pregnant. And the pregnancy was over, and I just started using them to clean the floors and stuff. Actually, they make really good mops as well when you don't want to get down and mop. I use chemicals in my house. What, dear? I use chemicals. I shouldn't. Sometimes I make my own cleaners. But anyways, this is just going to go around the edge. And just to clean the rubber area. Just to wipe it down. And get all the soap grime. What, honey? Yes, I'm cleaning. I'll be over there in a minute. Mommy. Okay, so we're just going to wipe all of this down with the Clorox. What? It's the just wipe the whole outside off. Just get it nice and clean and shiny. And when you feel like you have it clean enough, what we're gonna do is what I do is I wash the inside. Okay, now that I've taken care of my child, that just okay, and I am gonna just wipe all of it down. You just completely just go around and go around and go around until you get it all clean. Okay. Looks clean enough. And then I'm just going to wipe like this inside of the rubber majigger. Now, all washers are different, I guess. I mean, I've had this washer forever. And before that, we just used laundromat washers. So I'm going to get this clean as I can and do that. Now, I'm turning on the water. It has settings. Each washer has its own settings. So this is pre-wash plus, pre-wash, anti-allergy, and what I'm going to do is just run it to the run it to the shortest one, and that's going to be like 38 minutes. And what I'm going to do is just run it, and that's going to use the water and wash it out. Now, there are most people who don't want to use the washer like that because it wastes water. So your other option is to get a little bucket of Okay, sorry, I had a coughing fit there. So your other option is to get a bucket of water with soap, warm water, and just take a rag and rinse it out. Like, like don't slosh in there like you're making soup. Just use the rag to wipe it down with water. And then to dry it, I'll put it on spin. But to me, it's okay to just run it and just let the water fill it up. My kid got in the video again. I hope you can edit that up. It was a quick shot. But that's how I wash my washer in Dubai.
Okay guys, so today I'm going to clean my stove, and it's not all that messy right now. I don't know if you can tell from this angle, but it's not really that messy. There's some crumbs, some grease, and right over here there's just a stain from some stew. But so I'm gonna use this. This is my favorite thing to use, Clorox multi-purpose cleaner, and the scent is very nice. I like it. Now, if my stove is exponentially greasy and messy and has some stains on there that I wasn't able to get to because I was doing something else, then I use Clorox gel cleaner. And this is very good for tough stains, and I am not joking, like it really is that good. So you usually let this sit for about 10 minutes and then you scrub it off. But this, I let it sit for like maybe a minute or two, maybe 3. You really don't need to let it sit all that much. So, and this is just for light messes. And then I do use, for light messes, I use just regular paper towels. For the gel mixture, this one, I use a sponge for, and for the tougher stains, it's easier to get off. So, I'm just gonna let that sit. Okay, so while this was sitting, I went ahead and cleaned the stove, cleaned the sink with my bleach, and I washed it and dried it. So now this should be ready to go ahead and wipe down with just regular paper towels. And I just get my paper towels from Dollar General whenever they have coupons from various brands. This specific brand is the Dollar General Essentials. This cheap, so if you do use this brand, you know you need to use at least 2 or 3 paper towels to get anything done. I don't mind because I do buy a lot, so it's not really all that bad. But the other brands like the Bounty and the Scott, those are preferable brands. They work better. I just wanted to use my $1 off coupon for the Dollar General paper towel brand. Now this is just getting the job done. It's definitely good for light messes, and there's no hard scrubbing to be had. I'm just gonna knock all the crumbs onto the floor because I will be vacuuming with my brand new vacuum that you'll see here in a moment. And these things, I normally don't take them off unless there's like major gunk and grease buildup. So in the case that it's not very messy, I just wipe down. And no matter how clean I think I'm getting it, it's always coming up black and brown. So like, I don't know if there's a specific cleaner that I could use for these, but it just always comes up brown. So I'm gonna go ahead and dry this up with one more paper towel, and then we'll move on to the oven. Alright, so now we're doing the oven, and the first time that I really deep cleaned the oven, I made the mistake of using this because I thought it would work. And though it did work, it left a horrendous bleachy smell when I turned the oven on. So we don't want that. So this time I'm going to use this. This is actually pretty good. And this will be the first time that I'm actually using this product on the oven. And it's no bleach. This one has bleach in it. It says bleach. So we're not going to use that one. This is no bleach. We're going to see if this one works. And I still haven't figured out how to take this off so I can clean inside here. But we did get the glass clean. So let me turn on my oven light. Very messy. Out. I'm going to give the glass a good spray, which you can't see right now, but this part is what we're focusing on really. So we're going to give this a good spray, and then back there, I find it kind of hard to actually reach back there because I have short arms like a T-Rex. And I'm really, really hoping when this oven gets turned on, it will not stink horribly. I forgot my sponge. Okay, so for this we're going to use just a regular Scotch, whatever, I forgot the brand name. I got it at Dollar General, $2 for a pack. So we're going to go ahead, scrub in here. Okay, so I just got done, and that is disgusting. Like, just wiped it down. Look at all that gunk that came off. So now I need another paper towel. And we're going to wipe down the glass. I've already scrubbed it with an SOS pad with the cleaner and everything. So now we're just going to wipe down. And then usually after this, I go over the clean surface with Windex just to make it no smudges and everything. Look at all that. That's disgusting, and I just cleaned it like the other day. Can you believe the gunk that gets in and on an oven? It's crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish drying this off or wiping it down, and then I'm gonna go over it with the Windex. Okay, and there's the glass. For the most part, streak-free, I think. Pretty nice in my opinion. I just cannot, for the life of me, figure out how to take this apart so I can get in between the glasses and clean those nasty drip stains or whatever it is. So it looks dirty still, but I cleaned it, I promise. That's as good as I can get this old stove. But everything's nice. And then I think eventually I do want to clean this thing. I have never cleaned it before, and I mean, with a Clorox wipe I go over it. Like if it's super greasy or messy, I do go over it, but it hasn't gotten a very good clean ever. Alright. Oh, hi there. I didn't see you. Well, guess what? Since you're here anyways, we're gonna clean the washing machine. But we kind of have to come out of the washing machine to clean it. So I'm going to include a picture of all the products that I use. And they will be familiar. So here we got some dog hair that just collects, or human hair. That's probably my hair too. So we got a lot of hair that collects. And then we have some drippage that seems to happen whenever you don't close the door very well on the bottom. You gotta push on the bottom part to make sure that it actually snaps closed. So I guess here we go. Okay, so first thing first, we got the Clorox multi-purpose cleaner. We're gonna go ahead and spray all around, even the hair. That's just gonna come right up with the paper towel anyway, so we're not gonna worry about all the drip because I'm gonna mop anyways. And then we're gonna go ahead and spray around here as well. And I didn't show you this, but I guess I could have. We also are going to clean under this flap. This is just like a breeding ground, so if you don't clean this, then it's gonna get disgusting. And I'm sure there's some dog hair in there that the camera's not picking up, so I'm definitely gonna scrub in there as much as I can. So let's go ahead and get this cleaned up. I'm just gonna use paper towel. Paper towel is my best friend. To wipe all around. Now, if you didn't want to use paper towels, you can go ahead and use a rag, like an old towel, old sock, old shirt, or an actual, rag. It's at your discretion what you use. So, this is not picking up as much hair as I had hoped, so whenever this is dry, I might actually have to go over it with a duster that I have, and it seems to pick up the hair and other dust particles that come off the animals. So let's just get this first step done. Alright, so first step, ew, that's gross. Let me just get that. Miss that. Second step, and don't question my cleaning habits. I don't know, I have a thing about making sure everything is, very well cleaned and disinfected. So this is the disinfectant wipe. Just going over what gets touched. The outside, the handle, outside ring of this. This is kind of gross. Alright, so now, one paper towel to dry it. Even though you really should leave it on. Just let them dry because I don't want everything to layer up, I don't know if that's stupid or not, but... Okay, so now we're using the Windex for, no streaks. On the outside, last paper towel. Make sure it's all dry around the ring. This is probably the cleanest I've seen this in a long time. I'm going to go ahead and clean the outside. Wow, that looks so much better already. Alright. And then, I don't know why I do this, but we're using the disinfectant spray for the handle. And then we're going to go clean the buttons as well, which I'm only doing the disinfectant wipes and the disinfectant spray for the buttons because we don't need to do all the extra stuff. And then I will show you the inside cleaning. Okay, so we're back in here, and I'm going to lift this and just spray my multi-purpose cleaner around here. And then of course with my paper towel, just gonna lift and wipe. Who knows what's behind here? I really cannot tell you what is here right now. Oh, lots of dog hair, that's for sure. I don't know. I don't think I like these kind of washing machines, but whatever. Free washing machine. Okay, so I think that's decent enough. Get it dry, not that it matters, it's a washing machine. And then for the other cleaning, I just dropped some of these little pebble looking things, or I don't know what they are. The unstoppable Febreze stuff that you just like throw in here and then start the washing machine and it cleans itself basically. I don't have that product on hand, so I can't show you. It's just something I'm gonna have to buy. So that's what I would do if I had that right now. But since I don't, we're gonna end the cleaning here, and that's how I do my washing machine.